doctors hurt from posting in every website possible. So I'm putting a video out here. If Mike wanted to break me, he broke me. It's just not fair that this kid has done this to us on so many occasions, and we forgave him and brought him back to this home. We rescued him from jail and Teen Challenge and brought him up here in hopes that he would get his life together. But instead he's made it ours. Holy hell. It's not fair that he keeps getting away with everything. If he wanted to break me, he's broke me. He stole a dog from me that helped me through the most horrible time of my life. He wanted to hurt me, and he did. He's stolen from us, and we had to put a police report on him so we could get our stuff back from the pawn shop. And because we did that, this was a revenge. He had Randy, who was staying with me, take the dog for a walk. She told me she was going to her sister's house to bring the dog there so he could play with her sister. She asked me which dog. And Cutler, well, he has separation anxiety, so he doesn't do good without Harley. Harley, he pulls on the leash, so if he doesn't want to go, he'll slip his collar. So I said no. Chloe has long hair, and it was hot that day, so I said no to her because it was hot. Cheyenne, she's an old lady. It was hot, and I didn't want nothing to happen to her. You know, because heat stroke for her, she has long hair too. So I put the harness on Toby and the leash and gave him to her. Thinking she was gonna go to her sister's house. But instead, she took my dog, brought him up to Safeway. The eyewitness told us that Mike got out of his work van with his uniform on, totally described him, everything. Grabbed the dog from Randy and gave him to the person in the white truck. His best friend was there because that day I have actually pictures of him and Mike taking stuff out of the house because after Toby was gone, Mike came back to my house and picked up the rest of his stuff. And the description of what that man said is exactly what that witness said he was. So I don't know if Toby is safe at all. I can only just pray that he's safe. So that's the story. The drama story. It's not fair to us that this has happened. I am going to press charges. I really didn't think that Mike had anything to do with it at first. Kind of, somewhat, maybe I did, but only because Randy was telling me. But the more I thought about it, I was like, why would Mike do that? You know, because he's got sisters that love these dogs. So anyway, but it wasn't until the eyewitness told me exactly that I knew for sure that it was Mike. Mike denies it. There is a telephone on this phone here. This phone I let Randy use. When Randy came to live with me, She was going to be going to a shelter because her sister couldn't have anybody there but for 7 days. I own my house, so I don't have to worry about people being here for more than 7 days. When she came here, I let her use this phone, and she used this phone to text Mike. The messages were deleted, but in this, if you could see, they text me that picture of Toby in a field on the day that he went missing. I didn't know any of this, but something just wasn't sitting in the pit of my stomach right. It just made me think, does her sister have him? So I wanted to find out. Randy was sleeping on my couch over there. The phone was right by her head. So I went over there and I grabbed the phone. And I was going into my room. Because it's so small, I actually called her sister, was going to call from my phone. As I'm scrolling through the messages, I see I'm meeting him at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the afternoon at Safeway. I'll have your money. And this was to her girlfriend. Then she said, can you come and get the money? He gave me $80. That's all? That is what the girlfriend said. So I ran out and I started screaming at her. And of course she tells me Mike did it. And I said, my exact words were, bullshit. Because she's the one that I gave the dog to. Had I not, and I didn't know any of the story. She swears up and down it was Mike. She tried to apologize to me, but I told her she had 2 hours to bring my dog home. I feel like an idiot because I've had everybody read all my drama, my dirty laundry out on Facebook. So I do apologize for that. But I'm broken. That dog didn't listen to nobody but me. That dog laid at my feet every day. That dog, I would say, come give me some loves. He would come over and hug me, give me kisses. I would say bang, and he would drop on the floor and put his paws over his eyes. He was a good dog. I fought with everybody. Nope, we can't lose this house because we're a long situation, but we're looking at foreclosure. I said we can't lose this house because I can't give up my dogs. I'm looking for places and they have to accept my dogs. I don't care what I have to pay for down payment on them. They're worth it. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm blabbering, but everybody needs to know the truth. They need to know the truth about this kid. We are not the first people in his family that he's done it to. He did it to his mother's family. And it's just really sad that this kid keeps doing this to the people that care about him. And he thinks we don't care. But that's why it hurts even more. Because we did care.